If you want to help support our channel, head over to Patreon and become a VIP member today. For the 310th week in a row, you're listening to the Guns and Radio podcast. Woohoo! Let's do the, where's the thing?
Yeah, bring the sirens back. Let's do
it. I forget about those all the time.
Especially now we got to throw the sirens up because we're throwing you all a curveball this week.
Yeah. Okay. So I know last week we spun the wheel and decided that we were doing Human Being this week. And it is a pre-taped episode, and that usually doesn't deter us. But we are pretty close to 20,000 subscribers, so we thought that'd be a good excuse to shake things up a little bit tonight. And instead, we're going to watch the Bridge School Benefit, which we're almost on Monday. It'll be, what we say, 12 years?
12 years, because this happened in, I believe, sometime October 2012. So this will be roughly right before the 12-year anniversary of the show.
That's right. So I hope you'll join us today as we watch along with us as we check out the Bridge School Benefit.
Yes.
And we're going to also look at a few clips, and we've got a whole show on this. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to watch it. And we're going to have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome yo ass to the Guns N' Radio podcast.
Listen, motherfuckers, to the show that should be heard. Download on your smartphone the show that you deserve. Streaming fucking bullshit, you know that's what we are. Podcast full of madness, isn't that absurd?
The fact that Franz rolls his own cigarettes is
man. I used to know some guys who do that. You buy like your own tobacco from like the native land, whatever, and then you could literally grab that shit at like a dollar store, convenience store. You like your rolling papers and like your filters, roll them up. We used to call them Cheswolds.
Oh hell yeah, that's just some gangster shit.
That's gangster shit, literally.
Well, before we get started, we got a friend that's going to join us again this week. Let's go ahead and hit his theme song. Mason Frost, welcome back to the show.
I like how my theme song is just to inform everybody that I'm a man.
Listen, man, as a guy that has gotten drunk with you in the bar in the past, it is a handy thing to keep in mind when you're coming up and about to tap this blonde lady on the shoulder that it might be Mason Frost.
Well, see, now y'all understand because Dustin's telling on himself because last week he tried convincing y'all that I kissed him unsolicited, and now he's admitting to soliciting it.
It was under false pretenses. I thought it was a chick. And then I was nuts deep and I said, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hang on just a minute.
Yeah. And all the woke people are like, wait a minute, we got a transphobe here.
Man, I'm going to tell you, if we can't make jokes, fuck you. Watch something else.
Exactly.
I used to have a gay friend that took me to the bar every week, and he was convinced he could get me drunk enough to fuck me. And so I went along with it. I was like,
that's
I don't know.
That's the most fun shit. I used to tell all my friends, like all my straight friends, because there's a 24-hour gay club in Birmingham, and you can get in there at 18 because it's like a private club technically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now they put X's on your hands, but it's like I told people, I said those X's don't keep you from drinking.
Go wash them off in the bathroom.
And so we used to go there or whatever because I had some great friends I used to go with. They were a couple, and I told them my straight friends would never want to go there. I tell them, I was like, it's way more fun than any straight bar that you'll ever go to, and then like you're saying, that's fucking great because they'll buy you drinks. I'm like, oh man, I'm not usually the one getting all my drinks bought for me and everything. It's great.
Yeah. It's nice being pretty, Mason.
Yeah, it's nice being hit on.
I went to the gay
Occasionally.
bar and they kicked me out. They were like, sorry, nobody here's interested. I'm like, God damn.
Nobody. Hey, the wildest thing about my pretty privileged showing was that what I saw, I think it was 2019. I went to Jacksonville, Florida to see the Rolling Stones. And I drove all the way there. It's like a 10.5 hour drive for me or something like that. And I wasn't even going to stay the night or anything. And I was down in the pit, and this chick there was hitting on me. And she's like, well, what are you doing after the show? And I was like, I don't know. I just come here for this. I'm not from the area. And before she said, well, after the show, she actually asked me out, and I was like, oh, I don't live here. And she goes, well, what about after the show? Me and my friends a bunch of our friends are going down to the bar. I was like, she's like, why don't y'all come to the bar with us? And I was like, I've never been asked out by a woman before.
Look who's calling.
Cue the theme song.
Oh gosh.
I bet Jeff's drunk. What's up, Jeff?
I'm not entirely drunk.
I'm not drunk.
What you doing, bro?
Because I need to feed these people, or I need to jam. I need to figure this out right now.
Dude, we're watching Bridge School, man. We've got our thing. If you guys jam, record it on your phone and send it to me, man, and we'll play it on the show next week.
Video or audio?
Whatever's best. I hear that
This
they're
is a
already.
video
I think
podcast.
they started jamming without you, bro.
What do they got going on? They throwing a party?
I think he's throwing down at the lake house tonight. Because I did invite Jeff to come on the show tonight.
Hey, what's going on?
Brother, I'm gonna have to go, man. Like we're literally sitting here doing the podcast.
Hi,
Take it.
everybody. Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Here, and I want to show you this picture. I'm going to show you this picture. It's for everybody.
No dick pics
It's
now.
for everybody.
Oh God. Okay, text it to me. Text it to me and I'll show it on the air if it's not a dick pic or something.
It's a dick pic.
Yeah, he's gonna save it for himself if it's a dick pic.
Okay, then don't send me your dick pics, Jeff.
Yeah, no
literally a
DPs,
dick
bro.
pic. You'll see. All right.
No double penetration.
All right, have fun, bro.
Podcast.
Dick
I hope
pics.
you guys are having a great week. I'm out. Peace.
All right, bye, bro.
Later, Jeffrey.
Anyway, Bridge School benefit. Let's go ahead and get started with the thing that we're supposed to talk about today, because we've talked about every fucking thing else.
Except for that.
Yeah. So let's talk about Bridge School first off. What the fuck is the Bridge School?
So this was something. It's a nonprofit organization.
It's like a
It was-
Neil Young thing, right?
Yeah, it was started by Neil Young and his, I guess, now ex-wife, Peggy
Uh-oh.
Young. So they did something. It's basically for children with severe speech and physical impairments. This was kind of spurred on because I believe Neil Young, one of his sons, had cerebral palsy, and they couldn't find him like a suitable school for him because he was nonverbal, so it wasn't very. It's obviously a tough thing to deal with, with a kid who has some sort of, whether it's physical or like some mental, like, disabilities and stuff like that. So they basically opened up the Bridge School in 1987, and they've been doing these benefit concerts pretty much almost every year since then, up until I believe the last one I could find was 2016.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So they're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, because unfortunately, Neil Young and his wife divorced, I think, the year after, like in 2017.
Oh
So
wow.
they stopped doing it because of quote unquote personal reasons.
So they said fuck them kids and said get out of
Pretty
here.
much.
We're done.
The Bridge School is still around itself, so you can check them out and donate, do whatever. But they don't do like the big benefit concerts because now those would bring in a lot of money, actually, just coming from the looks of it. I think one of the first ones they literally made like $1 million in a night, raising money for the Bridge School. Yeah.
How much does it fucking cost to go to this damn thing?
Probably a lot. You're running a lot of like programs, technology to bring.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, I'm talking about. You said the concert would raise $1 million. Like, how much would they charge people to go to the concert?
They probably do a pledge drive.
It's probably a flat rate, maybe do a pledge drive. They raffle off tickets.
They probably put it on TV, and then do a pledge drive.
Mm-hmm. They do that, and it's
I
always in the
would
same venue pretty much all the time. So they do it up in this what's called the Shoreline Amphitheater here in Mountain View, California.
Well, the people that
Do you-
watched this one, I think, demanded their money back probably.
Yeah.
Do you have a list of some other artists that have played the Bridge School benefit in the past?
Oh, plenty. I mean, Neil Young himself, whether
yeah.
it's just as a solo or with Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Don Henley, Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh wow.
There's a whole list. Billy Idol, Sammy Hagar was there one year.
I thought it was going to be just like a bunch of washed up.
No, Willie Nelson did one year. Elton John did in '92.
Huh.
A lot of people. He had Eddie Van Halen even showed up one year with Sammy Hagar.
Well, that's cool.
It's cool. They had like Pearl Jam. I think Eddie Vedder was on the one. Metallica's done it a couple times. Oh, they got Lou Reed. Really? Okay.
So is this the only charity thing Guns N' Roses has ever done?
To our knowledge, I believe so. Yeah.
Didn't they do Farm Aid one year?
Yeah, the 1990. I don't know if is that a charity thing? I guess.
I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I mean, it itself is not. I don't know if it itself, but it's to raise money for agriculture stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. I mean, that's why it's called Farm Aid.
Okay, but
I think that one was started by Willie Nelson. I think.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he's the one that started Farm Aid, and I think they still do Farm Aid.
I think they do too. I think I've seen things on it.
Yeah, I saw Farm Aid came back this year. We were talking about that a few weeks ago.
Well, fans in the Guns N' Roses community call this the Bridge School disaster. Is it really all that bad? We're about to find out. And we're going to watch the entire show right now with you, and we'll see if this is as bad as everybody says it is. But before we do, I want to tell everybody, I don't know if this video is going to get demonetized or not, but if it is not demonetized, then there will be a link that you can click on. We're raising money for the American Red Cross to provide relief from Hurricane Milton and Helene.
Yeah, it was the past couple hurricanes that have sort of ravaged, Florida and a lot of other parts of the states too, man. So
yeah. So if the video gets demonetized, and there's going to be another link in the description where you can go straight to the website and for the American Red Cross and donate. We've got $1,000 goal. Hopefully you guys will see this and we'll get monetized, because all of the monetization from this episode, if it does get monetized, is going toward that. So hopefully we don't get demonetized this time. Because when we finally got monetized this week and I was going through and adding the monetization, I was like, God damn. It's like we couldn't put it on hardly any of them.
yeah.
And if we don't get demonetized, I'm sure our conversation about getting drunk at the gay bar will do it.
10 minutes ago, it definitely got us demonetized.
We were talking good things about them. We were saying good things.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, that is fair. Maybe YouTube will take that into consideration. Maybe they'll take into consideration we're not getting the money. So
yeah.
they seem to like not giving us money. They really appreciate that. So maybe they'll let you guys give some money to the American Red Cross for this.
If they don't give me money, we move this to Rumble.
No, we're
join
not.
all the Yahoos over there.
No, I'm not going to racist YouTube. Actually, we have a Rumble account. It's just a pain in the ass to upload over there.
Really?
It took like all day to upload one episode of Guns and Radio, and it was like it was Welcome to the Jungle. It was our first episode, and so I was like, dude, fuck this. There's no way I'm going to do this 310 more times.
Well, the only way that anybody will be able to compete with YouTube is with your support, Dustin.
That's right. You know it. I'm going to bring all 14 of our listeners with us. No, they're not coming. We don't have one of those audiences we can weaponize. We have one of those audiences like, if nothing better's on, we'll hang out for 5 minutes.
Make it convenient for us, damn it.
They didn't even follow us to Pornhub. You remember when I had a Pornhub account? That was a long time ago.
What do you mean when you had a Pornhub account?
I got kicked off of Pornhub in season 1. You don't remember that when we first started this shit?
I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Oh,
I can't get. They banned Pornhub in Alabama, so I can't even get on it anymore.
Really?
Well, they didn't
it's-
ban Pornhub, but Alabama. There's a bunch of states that are starting to pass these laws to make porn websites, specifically Pornhub, require an ID from you when you go onto their website to try preventing like underage people from watching porn.
Yeah,
So the
that's
government
unheard
passed a law that says like they have to require IDs before they let you enter the site, and Pornhub's been fighting the laws in every state and goes, well, no, we're not going to do it. We'll just block the site in your state. So my state was the most recent victim of it. RIP Pornhub.
Damn it.
There's always you got what's it called?
NordVPN.
That's right.
It's time to get
VPN.
those VPNs, bro.
I know with this Project 2025 shit, it's like coming to life before the elections even started. Oh God. Welcome to Trump's new America.
I don't
Anyway.
believe in propaganda 2025.
Well,
That's what I call it.
you're seeing it in action. I can still jerk off in my state.
What's crazy is I don't know if it only applies to Pornhub, but other porn sites I was able to go to aren't blocked, so I don't know how it's working. There's no way. I mean, especially if it's like an out of country company. I mean, they can't. There's no way to. The government would have to block access to the websites, is what they'd have to do, and I don't
Pretty
think they'll
much.
do it. So
Nah.
What's the ISPs doing it? Because they're going along with it. Anyway, let's watch the fucking bridge school benefit.
enough porn talk.
Yeah, enough
Yeah.
porn talk. Let's watch Guns N' Roses play for the benefit of some disabled children.
They made a few more in the process.
All right, who wants to count this down?
I'll count us down.
All right.
In 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, it just came.
You love how I just adjust the volume and shit when I screen record these and just leave it in. Nobody cares. I think I was checking the timer so I knew how long to set a timer for when I walk away.
Yeah.
There he is. There's Flat Ass 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got to be doing a pledge drive because there's like 15 people in that audience.
Yeah.
Looks like
That's
there's
just
people
like the
behind
kids in the
that
back.
must be the. I was
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Maybe I'm seeing the kids behind them.
Yeah. So there's an actual crowd, like, in this amphitheater they're doing.
Well, I can't believe they're gonna play 1 in a Million for the first time.
Close.
Oh, they bring Ice Cube on, so it's okay. Looking for the hunt. I want that jacket so bad. Of all of Axel's jackets, that is the only one I would actually wear myself.
It is cool.
Is it a hoodie, a jean jacket, or a leather jacket? Nobody knows. Sorry, bro. He's not interested.
Yeah. It's like, it's okay. There's already 8 guitars in this band. They won't notice if one's not playing properly.
That kid was probably like, which one's Slash? I know this one, Izzy Stradlin.
And Matt
I like
Sorum got a tan back there.
I like this.
He finally got rid of the wig.
Yeah, Matt forgot to put the wig on. Dude, one thing I'd say about Frank in this video is you get to see what Frank looks like in real life. Because, like, he's always wearing sunshades and looking like an unapproachable badass. But when you meet him in real life, he's like 100 pounds soaking wet. And he's one of the biggest nerds in the world, dude. We sit there and talked about DBZ for like 45 minutes. And there he is in the background, our man Chris Pittman, who's about to steal the show. If you already know, you already know.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't, you're going to learn here in a minute. I love how you still got the teleprompter even for this
Yeah, I was
acoustic
about
set.
to- It's like he's doing karaoke.
I will not play this gig if there is no teleprompter. Fuck them kids.
It'd be funny if even Axel goes acoustic and somebody's down there holding a notebook, like flipping through the pages real quick.
Someone just comes over with an iPad and puts the lyrics.
Yeah.
I watched Getting to the Greek again last night, and the scene where he tells Jonah Hill's character that he doesn't know the lyrics, he needs the lyrics, and Jonah's running and going, I need the lyrics, African child! I need the lyrics!
I don't know, man. That movie'd be an eerie watch now. No,
Yeah.
that whole
It
video.
was so funny. P. Diddy's character was, oh my god, I was watching it. He said, when he was doing the mind fuck, and he goes, I'm mind fucking you right now. I was like, that's a whole new meaning now, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Very different.
There's our boy Tommy in the
Polar hat
background.
Tommy.
Our boy DJ. I found a bunch of shit from DJ that ain't out there yet. I was going to send that to you, Chris. Remember to send that to you.
Yeah.
If you're interested. If you don't give a fuck, I'll just keep it.
Oh, I'm always interested.
You got to find yourself. I thought I'd lost it. I found it in the same folder I found all those episodes we had lost for years. Turns out I didn't lose anything. I'm just really bad at archiving.
Well, I'm meticulous about mine. I have a folder called concerts, and in that folder is a folder with show names, like who I was seeing, where at, and the date. And then each of those folders has a pictures folder and then a videos folder.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Man, it's a
No, I'm
fucker.
like, I have to have all my shit fucking done like that.
I can respect that.
Well, I've gotten better at it since we lost a bunch of episodes because of me. And, yeah, I've gotten better at it now.
He got better on that song throughout the song. By the end of the song, he sounded pretty good. But
Yeah.
the first little bit of it was kind of rough. But then he got into it, and I was like, oh, actually, he sounds pretty good now.
Yeah, see, like he starts out strong. Pretty good.
He's doing pretty good right now.
Like, they're playing the entire
Yeah.
Lies album. So
Pretty
we know what
much.
song's coming up.
I like to pretend that one didn't happen as long as I can.
I joke about it, but I actually like the song.
I don't. I think it's trash all through.
It's just dumb. Why?
We thought about not reviewing it. That discussion has happened. Like we'll just forget one in a million. It's like, no, it's on an album. No, we'll get called out for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know why he went
Oh.
straight to the nasal voice on this one.
Yeah, he's starting to deteriorate a little bit.
Yeah. He went too hard on the opening one.
Wow, their new drummer's doing a good job right there.
Hell yeah. He's already better than Steven.
He didn't even have to buy a wig.
Well, I mean, Matt didn't buy his either. It's his grandma's.
Oh yeah, that's right. We settled that in the previous episode.
he's
Oh, he's singing along to. Oh my god, he's drooling.
he was spinning the fucking car wheels. What he's doing.
Oh man. What's funny is I've got close-ups of me doing that same thing at concerts. So.
I know I hate seeing I like seeing myself when I make like an artist's video, but then I always hate seeing how stupid I look in the crowd.
Oh yeah. I'm in.
I never look like one of the cool audience members.
Hey, you guys were in that Machine Gun Kelly video that just came out.
Yeah, he just posted one. Rick, they did a fucking close-up of Rick. I was kind of jealous about that one. Like, they zoomed in on Rick and a whole line that he was singing.
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, poor Axel, man.
He had about one good song in him, and that was it.
Yeah.
But not
Sure.
poor Axel, because we know just a few years after this, he whipped it back in shape for like a year and a half.
I know, right? Isn't it weird how that works? Like, he'll have like a whole year, like 3 or 4 years, where he'll just fucking his voice like
Tear
we're
me
thinking,
up.
all right, it's over, and then he'll take a year off and come back and sound like the old Axl again. He can rewind it back to about 2010, and then he'll come back as 2010 Axl like he did when Slash and Duff first came back. And I was thinking, oh fuck, homie went and got some vocal lessons or some surgery or some shit. And
I'm so glad that I seen twice on that 2016 run, because that was as peak Axl as I was ever going to have a chance to see.
yeah, I still love him though.
Oh, we all do. Oh boy.
He's one of my heroes. He's going to stay that way. If he comes out whispering the next tour,
I can be your hero, baby.
Oh, boy.
Better than Enrique live.
He said, "Yo, yeah, that sounds good."
oh yeah, Pittman's hammered.
I forgot my instruments.
What was that,
Yeehaw.
Axl? Did he say, "Ah"?
He said, "Yeah."
You're not in Nashville, bro.
Oh,
Just
they
'cause you got
already
an
pouring
acoustic
confetti.
guitar, don't make it a country song.
Yeah. With one single yeehaw, he predicted the country movement. Oh, here we go.
There he is.
Yeah. That's like, oh my
That's
god,
where
this guy
he
like having a heart attack. And this is where all hell breaks loose in the show.
Like, I think that's the only time he really fucks up. Like, he just gets the songs mixed up because they all sound the same now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd call this a disaster because of that.
It wasn't his best, one of his best performances, I'll give you that.
Oh, it's not one of his best performances.
What do you
by a
mean? This
long-
is the best version of Welcome to the Jungle I've ever heard.
Oh, is this the one you got on your iPod right now?
Who has an iPod anymore?
Yeah, fair point. I
They're
thought
coming
about
back,
it. As soon as I
man.
said it.
Okay,
I got it on my Walkman.
Okay, good. Listening to your tapes.
Tapes and CDs.
Your 8 tracks.
Man, I miss Pittman. He was so cool. I wish he hadn't fall off the face of the map.
Wish you didn't have to
Or
drum
would at
team
least, like,
way out of
text
the
me
band.
back.
Yeah.
Like, when he was in the band, this motherfucker texted me all the fucking time. He leaves the band, fucking ghost. I'm like, dude, I talk to Bumblefoot still, but I don't talk to fucking Pittman anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Yeah. Last time I heard he was doing like stuff with Tool, but then like I don't know what the hell happened with that.
I think he's probably painting.
Just chilling. I guess enjoy those Chinese democracy royalties, whatever they are.
And it's $20 a month.
Pretty much. We're like $15. Less than that, I don't know.
Oh well, that's about what we make.
Yeah. Okay, no, that does not sound good.
Oh,
Tell that kid.
yeah, you don't seem to mind.
Axel!
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Good, because I think I know what you were gonna say.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I'm
What
not
do you think I was
saying
gonna say? I bet it wasn't what I was gonna say though.
it. Listen,
I'm gonna
man.
say it. I'm gonna. He was yelling because he's like, Axel sounds like one of us.
No.
Cold-blooded.
See, Axel's channeling his inner Liam Gallagher here with the tambourine.
Shake it. Don't break it.
Shaker maker.
It took your mom 9 months to make it.
He's like, I'll believe it there for now.
Boom, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, boom.
Where are we at, Axel?
I don't know. He doesn't know. You should be in his dressing room by now.
Where? Oh yeah? What's gonna happen?
Oh.
He's thinking.
Anything else?
Oh no. Well, I'm leaving. Have fun.
I don't know. There might be some validity to that whole strep throat thing because I can tell he's doing his damnedest. Like you can hear it in his voice. You know what I mean? He ain't half-assing it. He's doing his best.
Yeah. Oh, that was not good. Knees. To your fucking knees. Oh, you went way too deep there. Oh my goodness. Sounds like he's corking up a loogie. Ha!
Deeper, Daddy Axel, deeper.
Deeper down.
Want some candy?
He's doing your Alex Jones impression.
I got some candy in the van, kid.
The man's like, Frank, did you see that?
Frank's doing his thing. Frank looks like he
how
should be
almost
doing
everyone-
slam poetry in some bar in the 90s.
They almost matched the theme of hats, this band, but
Axel's shirt looks like it has a fanny pack printed on it in the front.
that'd be fun.
Wait till he turns around. Bumblefoot, I think you've played this before. You're too good at this.
This was definitely recorded somewhere. Not this version.
If only
Better
we had a
one.
recording of Bumblefoot playing acoustic guitar to this. Somewhere. That was recorded. Yeah, see? Looks like he's got a fanny pack printed on the shirt.
On the bottom there.
Yeah, I can't even tell what that is. Oh, it's a skull.
Some skull, but I don't know what it's doing at the bottom there.
Yeah, you can tell I didn't get. It's a skull with a Jay Leno chin. You can tell I didn't get this video from Franz because the quality is utter shit.
Yeah, I don't think Franz would even want to touch this.
Yeah, I don't think Franz even has this. It's like, yeah, we're gonna pretend
It's
it
like the
didn't
one
happen.
show he refuses.
Maybe this was a disaster. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh. Well, thanks for the set list.
Now we got a quick peek at it. Now I know him.
Oh, not
But
yeah. Now
he's
he's
not-
like
he's-
low.
Yeah, he's losing his power.
Yeah.
You can tell but you can still tell he's giving his damnedest though.
He's trying. I mean, A for
That's what I'm
effort.
saying. It looks like he's like still straining to sing, but he's like, this song's not like it's very soft spokenly. So I don't know why it looks like he's struggling so hard.
Well, even in a slow song, you gotta stay in key, and that can be some of those can be hard. Just because it's like a slow song doesn't mean it's easy to stay in key. Because there's some slow songs I can't sing. What's the name of it? Whiter Shade of Pale. I couldn't sing that.
Yeah, but he could sing this, and he's singing it all in a falsetto for some reason.
It's not even falsetto. It's like a falsetto would be sound like Justin Hawkins from The Darkness.
Well, yeah,
maybe
maybe you don't have to
dying.
sing. You don't have to sing that high to be in a falsetto, but I mean, yeah, that would still be it. But
Maybe he's doing it in a falsetto because when he tries to do it with his lower register, it gets that shit it did a minute ago,
Yeah. He's channeling his inner doom metal here. Never wanted you to be somebody to fainting on the south.
Now, see, that part didn't sound bad at all. Like that last
Bit
part
better,
there. I never wanted you to be so full of anger. That part, that sounded fine. Like, it sounded great.
He's like, hang on, guys, I gotta catch my breath. I think the real reason why it probably sounds like shit is you can't leave during the solos. There's no backstage. Where is he gonna run to? His dressing room isn't there. Mostly
Like, it's
seen him
coming
on
and
stage.
going. Like, right now, it's not sounding so bad. It's sounding fine right now, so maybe he's getting winds, if you will. Like, he's getting a new wind, or maybe he's figuring out how to work around it. We're studying the shit out of Axel right
Pretty
now.
much, yeah. We're analyzing every bead of sweat there.
Duff, is that you?
No, that's his replacement. Aha.
See, he did really good up to there.
Yeah, he was iffy in some parts, but it was like,
That's
Yeah.
still better than
Right.
that Chicago show we saw.
Oh God.
oh goodness.
That
It
was.
a
I
nice one.
still want to find that video. I every few months I look for that video.
That kid is the only one that he's here. That kid's like loving every minute of this. He's one of us, goddammit. We're
Yeah,
gonna bring
man.
him on the show. Mason, you've been replaced. By the kid from Bridge School.
Dang.
We're gonna have to make him a Mason Frost song. He's not a chick. Maybe even you, Caputo. Let me look around here. Let me see if there's another kid. Maybe even
Hey!
me. Dude, we could
There's a
all get
towel.
out of this. We can all get out of doing this.
Yeah.
Those three right there. We'll get all three of those put in our spot.
Yeah.
That's who's going to be your new host next week, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. I see the red bandana. I think that guy reminds me of Antoine Dodson.
He climbing in your window.
But just like right in the exact same way, like you wore it. Like, oh my goodness.
That's how I used to wear my bandanas. It's just to keep your hair off your neck when it's hot. I
True.
rarely. Oh, there it is.
All right,
I have
There's
nothing
the
to do, so I'm
Wrap
just
it up,
gonna
boys.
slap this man. Wrap it up. Save it for the hotel room after.
So if you guys have been listening to this show this whole time and you always wonder why we're talking about Chris Pittman and his fucking towel,
This
there
is
it is.
why.
There's the origins of that joke.
Ran out of stuff to do about almost 20 minutes into the set, and he said, fuck it. I'm gonna start waving this towel.
All right, I'll be back in 1 second.
This dude probably saw like a Pittsburgh Steelers game once. He's like, I got an idea. Towels. No one's
Oh,
ever
the
mastered
terrible
this.
towel, yeah. Let's give this a track for a second.
On the stairs, 'cause I'd rather be alone. And I can't have you right now. I'm waiting.
See, this don't sound bad though. Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes I get so tense, but I can't speed up the time.
wait a minute. We thought you were Slash till you got close. Slash cut his hair.
What? Let me squint my eyes a little better. It's a mirage, isn't it?
Things will be just fine.
It's not the real Slash.
No, that's Gunter Slash.
Wunda Slash Kabushka. What the
Yeah,
fuck
here's
you
a
want me to
pic.
do with this?
He's like, do I eat it?
The fuck? I don't want this. Who are you?
Fuck you, man. I just want to be able to walk.
I'm one of the few people that loves DJ though. He's trying to see if he can read it and figure out who the fuck just gave him a guitar pick.
Yeah.
Maybe his name's on it.
Maybe.
This doesn't say Slash. God damn it.
Yeah, it's like those new picks that GNR put out like years ago when they were reunited.
Dude, I'll take this lineup any day. There goes Pittman with the towel.
Yeah, crack that
You
bottle
can,
of water.
you can really hear it right here in the mix.
You can really hear it in the mix.
Seriously. Great.
There you go. See?
Yeah, there you go. See, that towel is it's actually the lead if you really think about it.
Yeah. Fuck these guitars, please.
If you didn't know, Chris Pittman could play a church organ.
Yeah. I guess his other keyboard was out of commission.
I'm sorry, Bumble, but they're not going to stand and applaud right here.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would love to. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Patience is a horribly boring song, so that's so great. They cut straight to a kid and he just yawns.
It's like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, you missed it, Slash. They cut to a kid in the crowd and he's like sitting there and then he just yawned real big. I don't remember what I graded this songs, but it couldn't have been high.
Oh shit! If I had the database in front of me, I think
I
I get
hate-
it pretty high.
Huh?
I get it pretty high. It's not like one I go back to a lot, but it's still like a pretty good song.
What'd I give it? Like a 2?
Let me see. Actually, hang on.
And I don't know if I was in a good mood that day.
I think give it. Let me see. Hang on. I'm pulling it up right now. Actually.
Caputo's our archiver. He knows all the shit. I don't know jack. This goes back to my point. What the fuck would you say I do around here?
Yeah, 3 out of 5. You gave it.
Oh, I must have been in a really good mood.
You're feeling slightly generous.
Okay. We put that in the notes. Felt slightly generous.
Just like the people here at Bridge School.
I mean, at least it's a good cause, though. Like, even they tried to do something nice. It kind of blows up in their face, but
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
they showed up. I mean, most people would have canceled. Like,
It's
gonna
true.
perform with strep, if you believe strep throat.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's been a while because I said I'd never watch this again after I watched it the first time, and then that strep throat thing came out. That whole strep throat excuse came out, and I was like, man, that's bullshit. They're just, what's the word I'm looking
Trying to
for?
save face.
Doing damage control, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a very suspicious excuse, but then it's like, now that I'm watching it back, I don't know. Maybe there is something to that. And what we're talking about, since if you don't know already, is Axl did a press release or something after this, basically saying that he performed the whole show while suffering from strep throat, and that's why.
And everybody left the concert that night with strep throat.
Got all those poor kids sick.
It was the original COVID.
Axl was a super spreader.
Strap pixel.
Oh, I guarantee he didn't go near a soul in the. Axl don't talk to people.
Well, he's already wearing gloves, so he's half prepared. He needs a
Well, at
mask.
least there's that.
But the
I don't
fingerless
know.
gloves. So
Does he throw the mic at the end of this concert? That'll be the. So somewhere out there is the strep throat mic.
oh my goodness. Well, he didn't throw his mic stand yet, so I don't know.
Where? If he throws his mic stand like he normally does, he's going to hit one of those poor kids behind him.
Throw in the front row. It's all right.
I like this guy. This guy, he knows what's up. He's having a good time.
That one chick that keeps showing with her mom there, the mom's rocking out, and the chick just looks like she's like, "Mom, can we go home already?"
Woo!
I love how they opened with how they started playing Paradise City and then they switched to Sweet Child. Somebody was trying to like, let's get out of this.
Yeah. He's like, nah, bitch. The one time Axe was in bail early.
Okay,
Axl,
do you
sir.
really, Axl? Do you really need the lyrics to "Sweet Child of Mine" after all these years?
It's a #1 song. How can you not remember it?
It's one of my least favorite GNR songs,
It's
and I
literally
know
the
the
biggest hit
lyrics.
ever.
And I think that's probably why I don't like it so much. It's just because it's been run in the ground.
I don't mind it, but ever since that fucking children's book release of it, it just like skewed my whole meaning of it. It's like, used to be like, oh, it's in like they're only like actually like good love song actually about love, but not about the other side of love.
Well,
Where you
just
have, like,
fucking.
like or like it's like Don't Cry in November Rain, where it's basically like, oh, this chick broke up with me, now I'm pissed, or like in the case of November Rain, this is basically a friend zone anthem that goes on for 9 minutes.
I don't see that. I don't see why you say that, because I don't.
It is.
Get...
It's literally a song about unrequited love, which basically means love that's
Which
not
one?
rescinded by the other person. That's
Rain.
basically a friend zone anthem.
I see. I don't see it that way. I think it's about she's getting ready to leave him, and he knows it's.
It's literally in the first 4 lyrics.
What?
When I look into your eyes, I see a love restrained. She doesn't have the same feelings. Darling, when I hold you, don't you know I feel the same? She's obviously.
Why are they holding each other if she don't have feelings?
They're married, and the marriage is dying. That's what I've always.
It's
Story
totally a
I've
friend
got
zone
out of
anthem.
it. And then I think Estranged is where the marriage is like actually ended now, but it's still fresh.
No, he's just gone insane by the time Estranged happened. It's basically like him just becoming like a near serial killer.
Have we covered Estranged on here yet?
We have covered Estranged, yeah. I mean, that video is just whack as fuck. Like,
We'll
I don't know, he's
continue
like-
this conversation when November Rain comes up. Because I think we need to have a deep dive here. We're going to have a good little debate when that happens, and it's going to be some great radio.
oh, absolutely. I'll debate to the moon with that.
Watch me and Chris go at each other. That'd be fun.
Virtual fucking, we're gonna virtually beat the shit out of each other like we're Noel and Liam Gallagher.
We're like Siskel and Ebert. Like everybody thinks we hate each other, and that's the gimmick. No, that's me and Jeff.
Yeah. Well, that was
Everybody
Axel and
thinks I hate
Slash for a
Jeff.
while.
Oh, that was bullshit too.
Yeah. This really could have happened like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it almost has been 10 years at this point.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah. It's been. Fuck. I mean, at least
couple
3
of
songs
years.
in 8 years.
In a few years, I think it's like what 3 more years. When
2
they
more
came back,
years.
2016.
2016.
Yeah,
So about 2
which
years.
it was. They were already really back together by before the end of 2015.
Yeah.
So we'll say, but just when the people saw him again was 2016. So we'll say.
That would be a good time.
April.
So we'll say 2 years. So in 2 years, the reunion will have lasted longer than the original band.
Yeah. April 2026. Mark that in your calendars, boys and girls.
We'll have to have a special. Guns N' Roses have officially been reunited longer than they were together in the first place.
God damn, yeah, because it's technically 85, I think, is like the 40th anniversary of the band, technically?
Didn't
Someone's mentioned on our Discord.
that first run lasted, what, 9 years?
Yeah. Well,
Depends on
I
how you
guess
want
so.
to count it. Because I don't think Slash was officially out of the band until 95, but obviously the
96.
last time they played. And then I think Duff was 96 when Duff left.
well, Duff was
Yeah.
97.
But then last time they played together was 93 though.
Well, it sounds like he's starting to figure it out because he's not sounding near as bad as right now as he did earlier. Maybe he's singing lower and they cranked up his mic. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, acoustic should be easier for him to sing over anyways. Because you don't have to project as much over acoustic.
That's true, yeah.
You think he knows
just a
that?
dude. You should. He's the one who was trying to like get an MTV Unplugged thing for years.
Well,
Back
here
when
it
the
is.
original lineup was around.
Here you go. This is
Yeah.
our unplugged, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not that great. Could have been a lot better.
I like the idea of just replacing us with bridge school kids. I don't know if the audience will even notice.
What?
They come back next week and we've replaced the whole cast with bridge school kids. And me too, none of us are here. And everybody's like, wow, this show got better.
5 stars. Bravo.
Yeah, all of a sudden we go from 94 on Good Pods to number 1.
Skyrocket.
Thank you, people on Good
Coming up.
Pods, for that, by the way,
Yeah.
keeping us in the top 100.
I mean, if we do that next week, we could beat the Hot Chicos podcast.
Oh, hell yeah, we could. Award-winning
Where,
podcast.
like, I think
That's the
that
one time we
podcast, I'm like,
weaponized our audience, when we had them troll the hell out of Podcast Magazine until we made the list.
Oh yeah.
So we could call it an award-winning podcast. That was funny.
We won an A award.
Yeah. And then they typoed us in the magazine. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
Magazine. They
they
typoed.
I did
our
someone
name.
else entirely different.
Yeah.
We joked out their benefactor.
Oh man. After all that. Yeah. Who's the host? I don't remember who they said the host was, but it wasn't us.
It wasn't us. Yeah, it was someone else. It was a mysterious benefactor.
Well, at least you know they do their research on who they put up for awards over there.
Sure, yeah.
Well, the original plan for us to be in an award-winning podcast was I was going to set up a poll on gunsandradio.com where you could come vote on your favorite podcast. The only option to choose was Guns and Radio, and the poll was only going to be open between like midnight and 30 seconds, and I was going to vote real quick and then close the poll. And with 100% votes, you remember that, Chris? Because I had the trophy, that big ass trophy made.
Oh,
We
yeah.
never did the bit, and that fucking trophy sat in my office for like a year and a half because we never did get around to doing the bit. But I already had the trophy made. That motherfucker was literally like this fucking big. That was this fucking wide. It was about 2 feet tall and about 1.5 feet wide, and it curved down at the bottom and stood on a base. The fucking Guns and Radio Podcast of the Year award. And then we never did the fucking bit. But good thing I didn't spend that much on it. I think I spent like $14 on that.
Oh my god, how did Flash get up there?
Oh, dude, I didn't think to go look and see if I can dig up the old pirate bit. I wonder if
Yeah.
that's in that shit I found. The lost pirate bit.
Oh gosh.
I just wanted to see if it's as bad as I can remember because it was pretty terrible.
Yeah, it was
Eddie
not
Van
good.
Halen died and we cut it out and replaced it with a tribute.
Yeah. It's skill.
Does he throw the mic?
Thank you for having us.
He does not throw the mic.
Oh wow.
Maybe he did have strep.
I mean, most of the audience would not be able to catch the mic if he threw it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, bro. I mean, you're right. dude.
Also, you like if the same thing that happened in Australia happened at charity events, you know how bad he'd look.
Oh no!
that's the thing.
Oh,
Think about
no.
Think about that. That would he would have been canceled word.
Oh God, no. Anyway, let's just move the fuck right along. So that was the Bridge School benefit. The fan response after that was pretty bad. They called it the Bridge School disaster in the GNR community. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it deserve the name, the Bridge School disaster?
It's tough. It's not a good performance.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Well, I'm going to
I'd
read
say
some
disastrous.
comments. You wouldn't call it a disaster?
Not a disaster. A disaster would have to be like every single thing going wrong. You know, like they call this a disaster, but this band started like 3 riots. How the fuck are those disasters?
Well, because that's a fun show.
Yeah, that's called rock and roll.
Fuck yeah, it
According
is.
to some.
Every time
Oh,
I go to
I brought some
GNR,
cheese in here.
bro, don't eat the cheese
Ooh.
that's just been sitting on your desk. Did you? Oh, okay, you go. He already.
I
ate
just
the
got
cheese.
it when I went a few minutes ago to get my food.
Oh, I thought you just found some cheese.
Very.
And I was like, oh hell yeah, chow down. Wait,
Duck
are you?
cheese.
Wait.
The rat.
Are you just eating the raw naked cheese like right out of the? You ain't even gonna cut it or nothing. And it's not even good cheese. It's like Gouda. You're just eating the raw naked cheese.
Gouda is good. I fucking
Oh
love
my
Gouda.
goodness.
Oh man. Anyway, what was I about to do? I was going to read some comments from the YouTube video that we just watched. So I'm going to try to do a mixture here. I'm going to try to find positives. I'm going to look for people that actually have something to say. But I'm going to start out with Bill Connor, who's the first one there's the last person that posted on this video 4 days ago at the time of this recording. He just says their best show.
Mhm.
And
okay, that's straight to the point.
All right. Well, there you go. Everybody's got to have a favorite show. So Chris Young says, even with the screwed up lyric and the vocals just crapping out at the end of Jungle, Better was even worse. That's a really hard song to sing. Why do it on an acoustic show, and why put it right after Jungle? He always makes bad decisions, like sing lower and choose the best songs for acoustic. Still love the guy, but geez. I kind of can feel that. Still love the guy, but shit.
God damn it, son. You're fucking up.
Oh, man. There's a lot of... So this is from Mike Lavin, and he says, there's a lot of super bad and cringy GNR shows and moments, and this might be the worst. I don't know, man. Iceland. I think Iceland was way worse than this.
Oh.
Maybe one day we can get our hands... I don't know. Would we be allowed to play that with it being a leak show?
I thought y'all did it before.
Have we played Iceland?
Not live, no. Not on this show.
Y'all did do that one.
I think we've talked about it a lot just because people in the GNR die hard. The people that are listening to us know about Iceland. So
yeah, I know about that leak, unfortunately.
And I'm doing my best to try to find a positive fucking comment on here, but you know, it's YouTube.
This deer
Sick Hit says as a diehard Guns N' Roses fan, Welcome to Jungle might be the worst live performance the band has ever recorded, and God bless those poor disabled children. Yeah. A lot of people's referencing the fucked up line where he went into "You're crazy."
Jungle.
So this. Oh, here's a positive one. I used to think that this was a complete failure, but watching it now, I can see some real acoustic gems in this set. Is it perfect? No, but it's still pretty effing cool.
Yeah, I think GNR has done way better acoustic shows. Remember those clips from that when they did that random acoustic show in like New York, the Rose Bar? I mean, I think a few times on their Europe tour, like in 06 and 07, I think they randomly like picked people in the crowd to like come to an after party acoustic show.
Oh yeah,
They did one in the UK, they did one in France, I believe. So they would do like acoustic shows here and there, and those sounded pretty good. Like this one, did not hit the mark.
This one's hard to watch.
It is.
Well, I am going to play a couple of clips because it wasn't long after this that Axl Rose appeared on Jimmy Kimmel.
All right, to plug the Vegas residency.
Yes, because the Vegas residency happened about a month after this. They talked about the strep throat on Jimmy Kimmel, so let's play that clip.
And you're sick tonight, I know, too.
I'm doing better now. I was a little sick last couple of days, yeah.
Are you on antibiotics or anything like that?
I'm on a bunch of different things.
Okay, you're all good.
Illegal, no.
I have to be honest, part of me, doesn't want to get sick, but part of me would like to tell people I got strep throat from Axl Rose.
I'm a lot better today. I think you're safe.
On one hand, I say there's always an excuse every time he has a shitty, because that Chicago show we went and saw, the next day they put out a statement that said he had like a food poisoning or something like that. Yeah. But so at one hand it's like, well, every time you do a shitty performance, you have some illness that it's blamed on. But then at the same time, it's like, well, of course, because that's going to happen when you're sick. That's what's going to cause you to have a shitty performance. So there would always be a reason if you're doing it.
Yeah, I think there's even one time on the tour they're in like the Abu Dhabi or is it like in Dubai or something, and where he had to like stop the show like about 60-70% through, because I remember he was like throwing up violently, he had like food poisoning and stuff. So I don't know if you're maybe switching up those two stories or maybe they're two similar stories. Because I remember that happened recently.
Similar. Is that the one where Sebastian Bach came out and sang Paradise City at the end?
No, this one he didn't even make through the full show. Like he ended up to November Rain, then after that he's like,
I think I remember
I
that
can't
show
continue this because like he was like going back and forth, like throwing up because of the food poisoning or some sickness that he had, and he was like still going through performing at the same time, which is like fucking crazy. You got to respect that.
Yeah, you do. You got to respect it at least at some point. I mean, you got to respect the poor man. I mean, at this point, he's in his 60s and still touring. At this point, he was in his late 50s, or well, maybe not late 50s, but in his 50s.
I just hope he doesn't end up. I think he would have been with Frankie Valli.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that people have started that went viral recently because I've been watching and laughing at Frankie Valli videos for years.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna get out of talking about that.
No, because that's fucking dude's like 90s being just thrown on stage. Yeah, let's go make your.
No, well, I mean he did something or whatever where he was calling people out that were saying that he was being forced out there because he put out. I don't know if he put out a statement or if he did like an interview where he said it. I was just reading about it, but he like responded to all the accusations that he's being forced to do it, saying that he wants to still go out and do it. But I laugh at him because he's been lip syncing for years. It's that vocal track is like, but it's so crazy how fast he's went downhill because I was looking up more other recent videos. Like I looked up 2016. In 2016, he was still moving around doing some of the dances to songs and everything.
Oh man, that's what I was thinking a couple of years ago about Joe Biden.
Well, listen, if Frankie Valli's going to lip sync, he's got to do it better than Motley Crue at least. So
this is my impression of Frankie Valli lip syncing. And that's about what it's like.
I know he doesn't even close his mouth. It's like a twitch in his lip.
He's like making like fish faces, like duck face or some shit.
Anyway, back to the topic. Chris Pittman does come up and the towel situation. And I want to discuss this with our hindsight and knowing what we know now.
Who's in the band right now?
Well, we have Bumblefoot over here.
He's in our band too now.
Yeah. We have DJ Ashba. Richard Fortis on guitar. Tommy Stinson on bass. Frank Ferrer on drums. Chris Pittman on keys and Dizzy Reed on keys. So a whole bunch of us.
And of those guys, who's going to be the first to go?
Probably Pittman.
Pittman, yeah. He's on thin ice right now?
Well, Neil Pittman. That's what we're calling him now after the Neil Young shows.
Okay.
I don't get his reference to saying we now call him Neil Pittman. I don't know what that means.
I guess because of the towel. Because you remember how viral that went?
Yeah, but what's that got to do? But why would you call him Neil after like Neil Young? Why would you call him Neil?
What he did at the Neil Young thing there. I don't.
When he stole the show with that fucking towel, I guess.
Yeah, man. He was whipping that towel like no one else, boy.
Plus, it's an Axl joke. We don't always get them.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's the Bridge School benefit. Final thoughts, guys. What did you think? What you think, Chris? What's your final?
Not a good show, not a disaster though. That's a bit extreme. Like,
yeah,
if it was a disaster, everyone's like instruments would have to have like failed, or like a fight would have had to break out, and that would not be good look on a benefit show.
Oh, they pull a Jane's Addiction in the middle of the Bridge School benefit.
And it becomes Woodstock '94.
A few of them kids jump in and start fighting with them.
Yeah. Fred Durst comes out and says, let's break some shit, bitch.
It becomes every man for himself.
Literally. There's just fire pits, various like tribes over here.
Oh, that's the new world. Welcome.
Yeah.
What'd you think, Mason?
I don't know. It was pretty bad. I mean, there were a couple of times where he sounded all right, but on the whole, it was more bad than good for sure.
Would you call it a disaster show?
I don't know. I mean, I would definitely say it's like at times, I don't know. Like, even though it's not like what we got now, where it's basically the Mickey Mouse voice, and it could just because we're so used to hearing it all the time now. They're both bad. It's like, which one would I rather hear if I was going to have to go hear a bad Axel? Do I want to hear him just Mickey Mouse the whole thing? Or do I want him to hear him like his voice doing weird key changes randomly in the middle of lines? I don't know.
That's a very good point. I don't think I think I fall personally. I fall a little. I'm leaning with Chris on it. I don't think it's a disaster show because we haven't watched the disaster show. Well, two
Yeah.
of the disaster show. The one I would say is a disaster, and one that was just a fucking riot. But the one I would say disaster that's on our list to watch is Rock in Rio 3.
Oh yeah, 2011.
Yeah,
Is that
and
Raincoat?
no,
one?
that's
Yes,
Huh?
Raincoat Axel.
Is that the
yeah.
Raincoat?
that's Raincoat Axel when it came like a
Stormtrooper
fucking
Ron.
hurricane.
Is that the one he
Yeah,
falls
sure.
down, doesn't he?
Probably a few
I
times. I
think
think everybody
so.
did.
Yeah, I think he did. I remember that
Yeah,
one.
but I think I remember like the part because he's like in the middle of a line when he falls and hits.
Yeah, he always like takes a tumble during the slower songs because
I think it's
remember
like
seeing,
knocking on heaven's door. I think it's knocking
yeah.
on heaven's door.
So I
that he
remember in
falls down.
compilations like Axel falling on stage there, it's always either Knock on Heaven's Door or Sweet Child of Mine.
And
It's
is
like,
that
holy shit.
is this rock? Is that Rock and Rio also the one where he forgets the words to November Rain?
Yes.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, that's I always remember it because of Bumblefoot, the Stormtrooper helmet, and he like fucks up the solo to Welcome to the Jungle. I remember he mentioned in an interview, it's like, yeah, all these fucking Brazilians wanted to murder me after.
Oh wow. Yeah. I remember.
But also regarding your disaster thing, was this before or after that show? Because if this was before that, then people wouldn't have had that show to judge it from.
It was
This
after.
was the year before, yeah,
Yeah. Well, this show happened.
2012.
About a year.
Almost a
Okay.
year.
Yeah, later. It was the following year because the Rio disaster was 2011. Yeah. Anyway, what did you think? Let us know in the comment section below. For everybody listening to the audio feed, head over to gunsandradio.com and get your free invite into our Discord and continue the conversation on the Bridge School benefit. What do you think about it? I think at least they tried to do something good. It may have blown up.
Yeah, A for
To
effort.
try to do something good that's going to benefit some people in a positive way and fail than it is to just not try the fuck at all. I mean, they showed up. You got to give them some kind of
Exactly,
credit.
and on time.
Oh yeah, that's
Especially
a
in
big deal
that
back
era.
then. Yeah,
In that era when Axel was I'm on my diva shit still era, he showed up
Yeah.
on time for fucking Neil Young. So
yeah. I think we're gonna skip Shotcast this week.
yeah,
There might be something in its place.
We'll
We'll see what happens between now and then. Tune in on Saturday if something new is there, then it's there, and if it's not, then we skipped it this week. But we'll be back next week live on Guns and Radio. We're going to be reviewing Human Being from the Spaghetti Incident. Is that? Yeah, that's from
yeah,
Spaghetti.
from the Spaghetti Incident. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see you there. And until then, I'm Dustin Bonez.
And I'm Chris Caputo. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.